Hi, my name is Krista Lee. I'm 20 years old and I'm an incoming junior at the Loyola University of Chicago. My current major is entrepreneurship, but I'm also interested in topics such as marketing and management, which also pushes my interest to participate in this summer program. During this program, of course, I'm interested in learning more about Chinese culture, expanding knowledge about myself, as well as seeing different parts of China. I know China is so vast and there are so many places that is on our itinerary. I am particularly interested in going to the countryside. I feel like I got very overwhelmed by the cities. That's a little bit more up my alley, seeing more of the traditional aspects of China and the ancient and old parts as well.
Hello, my name is Grace Lee. I'm 17 and I'm currently attending Lincoln Park High School in Chicago, Illinois. My father is Cantonese and is from Hong Kong, and my mother is Latvian. I'm joined by my sister and I'm very excited to go visit China. I think the most exciting thing that I'm looking forward to would be the cultural aspects that China has to offer. My father used to listen to Cantonese opera and used to play lots of opera on the television for my sister and I to watch as we were kids. So I'm very excited to see the different opera in China, and I'm very excited to see the different fashion, as I'm very interested in fashion as well. And the music, because I haven't had the time to listen to a lot of good Chinese music, so I'm very excited to see that as well.
And this is Grace, and we're here exploring the Nanking City Wall. Let's go!
Seeing like the contrast between the newer modern buildings with the Ming Dynasty ancient buildings is really amazing. Everything is just so beautiful.
Yeah, and it reminds me of Chicago, the way that there's kind of like a skyline and city like right along like the body of water, which I haven't seen on this trip yet.
Opera here in Cantonese opera that we've seen, but it was really interesting, and I love like the premise and the way that they explain like the storyline and how love like really affected it.
Yeah, I think what I noticed, especially in like ancient Chinese culture, is that so many of the stories, love stories, like it's like very romantic and they're typically very sad, which is kind of different I think from America, but I love to watch like romance dramas in America. I like how things are romantic here too, and I think it's very interesting that ancient people kind of were making a lot of story that too like so many years ago, and people are still doing it now all over the world. I think it's kind of interesting. With you. And then we were doing the paper cutting, which was really fun, and our teacher was really funny. We both really liked him.
Yeah, he was really funny.
But I think that's also just so impressive that people like still have, you know, like that kind of skill too, because that's obviously something that's very old.
This is our Crazy Long.
We witnessed like the lion dancing, and then after we were able to look at like the different like the costumes and the heads and the way that like different things were shaped, and I just like it was just amazing.
To be able to do it like very good with like not much practice. I think it takes a really long time to like really like get very into. I think being up here in the mountains, seeing this breathtaking view is just reminding me of how amazing all of the different places that we've been to on this trip are. I enjoy seeing the contrast between the new Chinese architecture and the old Chinese architecture, and just seeing how that mirrors how China is able to preserve their old ancient history as well as keep and build new history and combine the two and make something even more beautiful. And as well as the people, I think the people here are very welcoming. I think they all have been so kind to us, and I'm definitely going to come back here. It was an amazing trip, and I'm so grateful to be here right now.
But I think overall it was really fun to work with the Chinese students, to interact with them,
You don't get to do that every time you come to China, and I think as young people it's really important to connect to other young people across cultures. So I think it's been a very enriching experience, especially for everyone who has not been to China before, and I think we're all excited to come back in the future.